Holly is an artist and photographer based on the Isle of Wight, whose work explores people and land through the lens of her camera. By using large-format analogue and contemporary digital media, her work embraces a dialogue with photographic history, whilst attempting to document and offer commentary on contemporary society. What began as an academic study of the Isle of Wight landscape developed into something more introspective as she allowed reminiscence to inform what felt important to her. As she walked the ancient footpaths crisscrossing the island, she pondered the nature of the photograph as both tangible objet d'art and catalyst for remembrance and reminiscence. The resulting photographs, printed in her journal and on silver gelatin paper for the gallery wall, serve to remind us that the history of the land and the history of the individual are eternally intertwined.
My painting practice explores the geometric composition of familiar spaces in unfamiliar ways. Using oil paint and palette knives, I create textured, ambiguous landscapes and interior spaces that challenge the viewer to reconsider their own environment and surroundings. I strive to highlight the significance of familiar objects and spaces that are frequently disregarded. By reconfiguring space through geometric thinking, I challenge people to perceive the world both macroscopically and microscopically.
My artistic practice merges ecofeminism and the deep sea to explore how they intertwine through different mediums. Following on the tradition of fibre art, I investigate the feminist narratives with a contemporary perspective using techniques of weaving, knitting and crocheting. By continuing to resurrect women's craft, I push the mediums further through extended experimentation. Through making and acquiring materials from friends, family and strangers, the history of the materials was brought in. Not only does this emphasise the importance of upcycling, but also honours their past roles in others' lives. My practice of weaving together these different concepts through varying methods of painting, weaving and fibre arts creates an environment where the fusion of science and art can occur. Through having the deep sea as a muse, not only can I highlight our responsibility to protect this environment, but also create a place to contemplate our human relationships and how they fit in our current society. As threads intertwine through my artworks, so too do the complex narratives of shared experiences concerning ecofeminism. Through working with researchers at the National Oceanography Centre, I've been able to see samples and specimens of the environment being explored. With their help and enthusiasm, exploring the deep sea and gaining a deeper understanding of it through an artist's perspective is made possible. By embracing fluidity, my work deliberately challenges hierarchical structures within the art world and in broader social contexts. By dismantling preconceived ideas of how one should create artwork, I encourage a more inclusive perspective of artistic expression.
My practice explores the conceptualisation of the rural environment through printmaking. I'm interested in how humans interact with the natural world and how these interactions inform our perceptions and visions of nature. The context of my work represents my own experiences in life and my relationship with nature. I use a wide variety of mark-making, colours and textures, with organic forms being the focus. The purpose is to represent the sense of sublime that is felt when immersed in the landscape.
Hi, I'm Lachlan. I'm a photographer and filmmaker originally from Bedfordshire. I studied history, psychology and sociology at A-level, and I sort of use those subjects as a foundation for my practice to explore the world around me. My work attempts to capture an essence of timelessness, and they speak of a time and place, but also hold a sense of ambiguity of the known and unknown. This exploration of timelessness is further heightened by my exclusive use of analog processes. I use my own consciousness to consider the psychological experience of being in a certain time and place. And although my projects have different subjects and methods, these are the common threads that hold them all together. My exhibition for Ripe Papayas 1 is part of my final major project from university, and it was a collection of photos and a video that was meant to replicate horror movies and sort of explore why people watch horror movies and the psychology of fear and tension.
Hi, my name is James and I'm a printmaker. My work examines the complexities of queer identity, sexuality and censorship of the human body. Informed by my lived experience and visits to Berlin, my prints depict explicit homoerotic images of gay people and the spaces they occupy. My interest in printmaking, specifically silkscreen printing and lino cut, allows me to fully actualise my artworks using a variety of traditional mediums. I also utilise digital design software which allows me to explore the relationship between traditional and modern printmaking techniques.